an animal so frightened I had never seen before. The tiny kitten huddled in the corner of the crate, his fragile body trembling with fear. His pale blue eyes darted around the room, searching for an escape, but there was none. He was safe now, but he didn't know that yet. I had found him on the side of the road, soaked to the bone from the relentless autumn rain. His frail body was covered in mud, his fur tangled with debris. He had no collar, no sign of ever belonging to someone, but the look in his eyes told me everything he had suffered, and he had survived. I named him Finn. Bringing him home was not a planned decision. I already had Bailey, my 6-year-old golden retriever, a dog full of love and warmth. But I couldn't leave Finn to fend for himself. He needed care, and deep down, I knew Bailey would help in ways I never could. The first meeting between them, since I had set up a small room for Finn, giving him his own space, his own little corner of the world to feel safe in. But Bailey was curious. He sat outside the room, his big brown eyes peering in, tail wagging softly. "Easy, boy," I whispered, placing my hand on his head. He scared. Bailey let out a low whine, as if he already understood. I slowly opened the door, allowing Finn to see his new first meeting. Fear versus kindness, housemate. But the moment he saw Bailey, his fur bristled, and a sharp hiss escaped his tiny mouth. His body shrank even further into the shadows, eyes wide. With terror, Bailey froze, startled but patient. He didn't move forward, didn't bark, didn't do anything that might scare the little one even more. He simply sat down, watching. I sighed. This will take time. For the next few days, I kept them separated. Finn refused to eat in front of me, let alone come out from his hiding spot. He was like a ghost in my house, silent, always on edge. And then came the second meeting. Bailey had refused to leave the door to Finn's room. He would sleep there, ears perked up as if listening to the kitten's soft breath. Every now and then he would sniff at the crack beneath the door and let out a quiet huff. It was as if he was saying, "I know you're in there, and I'll wait." One evening, I let Bailey inside. Finn was curled up in the corner, his tiny body shaking. He hissed again, but it was weaker this time. Bailey did something. Second meeting. A step closer. Didn't expect. He lay down, stretched out on his side, and slowly, ever so carefully, crawled forward, not toward Finn, but just a few inches closer. Then he stopped. Finn watched him, his ears flicking in uncertainty, his tiny claws dug into the blanket beneath him, ready to defend himself if needed. But Bailey just sighed. He closed his eyes and rested his head on his paws, his body still and unthreatening. Minutes passed. Finn didn't move, but he also didn't run away. I held my breath, watching as something in Finn's tense posture softened just a little. The third meeting changed everything. It was early morning when I heard soft footsteps in the hallway. I rubbed my eyes, barely awake, and turned toward the door. And there they were. Bailey was lying on his side, his body stretched out, while Finn, tiny, fragile Finn, was curled up against him. My heart clenched. It was a sight I never expected to see so soon. Finn, the terrified rescue kitten who had known nothing but fear. Third meeting. A heartwarming surprise, had finally found warmth, and Bailey, my gentle golden retriever, had given him something even greater, trust. I knelt down beside them, running my fingers through Bailey's fur. He stirred slightly, but didn't move. And then something even more surprising happened. Finn, with the smallest, softest movement, lifted his head and nudged his tiny nose against my hand. Tears stung my eyes. It had taken just 3 meetings, 3 moments of patience, kindness, and understanding, and in that time Bailey had done what I never could. He had healed a broken soul. Moral of Thestry: love and patience can mend even the deepest wounds. Sometimes all it takes is the presence of someone who refuses to give up on you.